The days after their rainy window moment felt different. Not louder, not brighter, but heavier. Every glance lasted a second longer. Every silence carried unspoken emotions. Ira tried to focus on her work, but her heart refused to cooperate. Every time Kale walked past her desk, her pulse betrayed her. Every time he called her name, her breath stumbled. Miss Hanami? That voice, deep, calm, dangerous. Yes, sir, she answered, standing quickly. Kale paused. He disliked how formal she sounded. Stay after work today, he said quietly. We need to review tomorrow's presentation. Her heart skipped. Yes, but both of them knew it wasn't only about work. The office floor was empty, lights dimmed. Only the soft hum of computers and the distant glow of the city remained. Ira stood beside Kale's desk, nervously holding a file. Kale loosened his tie slightly. You can sit, he said. She nodded and sat across from him. Silence wrapped around them. Minutes passed. Then, why did you really come to this city? His sudden question caught her off guard. I wanted a new start. That's not the full truth. Her fingers tightened. He leaned back slightly, watching her carefully. You don't look like someone chasing ambition. You look like someone running from pain. Her breath hitched. For a moment, she thought she might cry, but she swallowed it down. Some wounds, she whispered, don't heal where they were made. Kale stared at her. For the first time, he felt the urge to protect someone. A few days later, Kale invited Ira to his private office upstairs, not the official executive room, but his personal space. It was simple, minimal, quiet. A grand piano stood near the window. She stared in surprise. You play? He nodded. When I can't sleep. Can I hear? She asked softly. He hesitated, then sat. The melody that flowed was gentle, sad, and heartbreakingly beautiful. Ira closed her eyes. Every note felt like it carried loneliness. When he finished, silence returned. That was beautiful, she whispered. Kale looked at his hands. It's the only time I feel human. Her heart ached. Without thinking, she reached out and gently touched his fingers. They both froze. Electric tension surged between them. Slowly, Kale lifted his gaze. Their faces were inches apart. For a moment, the world stopped breathing. But then, Ira pulled away. I'm sorry. Kale stood abruptly. Go home, it's late. And just like that, the moment shattered. As their bond grew stronger, so did Ira's fear. The closer she became to Kale, the heavier her secret became. Every smile felt stolen. Every gentle moment felt undeserved. At night, she lay awake, haunted by the truth. If he finds out, I'll lose everything. So she remained silent, and that silence began poisoning her happiness. One afternoon, a woman arrived at Kuroda Enterprises. Elegant, confident, beautiful. Her name was Mira Sato, Kale's former fiancée. She walked into the building like she owned it. Employees whispered. Executives bowed. Ira watched from her desk as Mira entered Kale's office. Something twisted inside her chest. Minutes turned into hours. When Kale finally emerged, his expression was unreadable. Mira's eyes met Ira's. A slow, calculating smile curved her lips. So, this is her. Ira stiffened. Kale frowned. Mira, she said sweetly, relax, I'm just curious. She stepped closer to Ira. You're cute, fragile, like glass. Ira forced a polite smile. She leaned in slightly. Be careful. Glass breaks easily. Then she walked away. Ira stood frozen. Her heart whispered, danger. That night, Kale seemed distant, cold, silent. Ira noticed. "You're quiet today," she said softly. "Work." That single word cut deeper than he intended. She nodded, hiding her disappointment. When she left, Cale clenched his fists. He hated himself for pushing her away, but Mira's return had reopened old wounds, and worse, old obligations. Days later, during a company gala, Ira stood beside Cale in a beautiful blue dress. She had never felt more out of place, yet when Cale looked at her, she felt like she belonged. As music filled the hall, he extended his hand. "Dance with me." Her heart nearly stopped. They moved slowly, eyes locked, breaths tangled. "Ira," he whispered, her name for the first time. Her chest trembled. "Yes? There's something I—" Suddenly, Mira appeared. "Cale." The spell shattered. Cale stepped back, and Ira felt the invisible wall rise again. Later that night, Mira cornered Ira on the balcony. "You like him?" Ira didn't answer. Mira smiled coldly. "You're temporary. He is forever." Her words sliced deep. "You think someone like him could love someone like you?" Ira's eyes burned. Mira leaned closer. "Know your place before reality teaches you," and walked away. Ira stood alone beneath the stars, her heart shaking, her hope bleeding. In his office, Cale stared at the city lights. He thought of Ira, her smile, her pain, her quiet strength. "I'm falling," he whispered, but neither of them knew. The truth was approaching, and when it arrived, it would destroy everything they were building.